So the main sort of question to begin with is how do um, two guys from Yorkshire and two guys from South England end up in Germany?
Well, me and Ron were playing with bands at that time uh, on the first in the EM clubs for American soldiers who were over there, and we ended up in Hamburg as our nest, if you like, at the Hotel Pacific in Hamburg, and we bunked down in the annex, and we decided that we were going to play out. Uh, Colin, our guitarist, had enough. He wanted to go back to Europe. So Ron had been playing in the Star Club with Roy. So I sent him a telegram asking if he wanted to come and join us, and he did.
A lot of stuff in between, though. I mean,
A lot of stuff in between. I mean,
we went to Istanbul and went into a hotel and saying what we're going to do now, and so we don't know. Well, the hotel manager kind of came running in the room, stood on top of the tea table in the middle of the room, and started unscrewing the light bulbs. And we thought, what's happening here? And he made like signs going like that, boom, boom, boom. And what it was Greece and Turkey were on the verge of war. But like Mo said, we did. We ended up in Germany, in Hamburg. But like there was quite a few things happening in between. We actually had quite a good couple of singles in Greece that went into the hit parade.
And what name were you under at this point?
The Prophets. Yeah.
The Prophets.
with a PH, not with an F.
So we played a football stadium with like 80,000 people, and that was in 1960 odd, and that was incredible doing that.
Yeah, that was Nico Vangelis's brother put that on.
Yeah, and that's where we got to know Vangelis too. It was very long story with Vangelis too.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun back there. We played a lot of theaters and a lot of big places in Greece. It was like being the Beatles. I mean, it was scary. They surrounded the car, and the whole car's
rocking the car. They thought we were the Beatles.
We played the Star Club. We played the Top 10 Club, and then when Roy came, we started doing single gigs.
That's when we started breaking out and doing concerts instead of clubs.
Yeah,
and actually doing that gig exposed us to the concert scene because we'd never done it.
Oh yeah.
And it was really good. I mean, you say that whatever you did in your life makes you what you are today, and that's what made Nektar today, because of all that experience, all that just little things that didn't mean a lot at the time, but when you put them together in a cake and you bake the cake, it's there it is, that's the cake.
So what kind of music were you all listening to at the time? Was it sort of Soft Machine and that sort of early sort of...
We were actually, when we were playing the clubs, we were doing not really the top 10, but we were doing a lot of Beatles and a lot of American soul songs and stuff like that.
So it was far from the Nektar that we would recognize today.
Right.
Absolutely. Nektar was born in Hamburg. That's when we started doing the Nektar thing. Anything before that, we would just do copy songs. We never had any.
Yeah, we did some of our own music.
Oh yeah, Missed by a Mile, that kind of.
Yeah. What they call that one that's on the Sounds Like This album? That was from them days. What they call it?
Was it Odyssey?
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was Odyssey. Yeah, Odyssey. We were playing already a year before Nektar, and we used to do that with Mick. When Mick came to the Camera Club in Firth with his light show, we used to do all that kind of stuff for him.
Right. So, do you think once you'd been to Greece and you'd toured a few clubs and things, you knew this is what you wanted to do?
Yeah, I mean, we knew we wanted to do our own thing, and Colin decided to leave, so we asked Roy to join us, and from then on, we just knit really well. It was a good fit, and we never looked back after that.